Hello, guys. Welcome. How to say no. How to not flash on YouTube Live. How to say no and to stand up for yourself. Guys, so grateful for lighting because I am not feeling so well. So this one will not go as long as I would love for it to go because you guys, this is my favorite topic. I've been giving people advice for dating and relationships for 14 years now. And if there's anything that I love doing, if there's anything that lights me up, is teaching people how to stand up for themselves. I love it. I'm so excited to talk about this topic. So, if you're someone you struggle with standing up in your relationship, with your family, with your friends, with your boss, with your work colleagues, your peers, you have come to the right place because this is my favorite thing to do. And guys, I am so excited. We, behind the scenes, my team and I are working very aggressively to get this new boundaries course out into your hands. I cannot wait. It's a 5 video training empowering people to have better boundaries and like, where did you lose your boundaries? How to get them back? What do you say to people? And on top of that, it wasn't enough for me to create a new course on boundaries. I'm like, oh, and I had this other idea as I was building this course, and I ran a beta program of it to see if this was exactly what people were needing. And I found out it was. But in the middle of rolling out this new course and testing it, I came up with another. I can't even tell you what it is because it's so good, but it's boundaries related. And I will just leave you with this. It is something that people have been asking me for the entire time I have been a coach. So I can't wait to release this as soon as it's done. Those of you who are a part of my email list, you will be the first ones to know about this. So if you're not a part of my email list and you're like, Arica, I want to be the first one to get access to this boundaries course, then go to my website. It's right there, aricaangelo.com. And I have that free connection meditation. When you sign up for that, you get to be a part of my list. So how do you say no for yourself? Listen, here's the thing. Are you paying attention? I just want to make sure I'm saying the title right. I'm going to tell you guys my secret, how I cheat. I go to my Instagram story and then I cheat to read the title correctly. How to say no and stand up for myself. So here's the thing. Let me just start it off by saying this. When you say yes to everyone else, let's think about this, your family, your friends, your coworkers. When you say yes to everyone else, guess who you are saying no to? Yourself. Say it with me. When I say yes to everyone else, I am saying no to myself. Now, why do we do this? Because I already see someone, ambassadors, just like, how do you say it? Just say it. And that sounds like perfectly adequate advice. And I'm with you, ambassador. Like, why don't we just say it? But if we don't know why we keep finding ourselves here, or why it's so hard, or why you found yourself here on my video, then there's a reason why you keep struggling with this. And no matter if someone like myself goes, well, just say no, it's not going to help you if you don't know the why. And I talk about this a lot, especially in my YouTube live videos, because I have more time to go into detail. But if you don't know your why, you'll keep repeating the same error. You'll keep having the same bad habits over and over and over again, which is why I cannot wait for us to get this boundaries training in your hand, because this is like one of the most exciting things that I get to do for you guys. Still, my favorite program that I offer is my Emotional Warrior program. It's still my favorite. But this is going to really start setting people free. So, I'm going to break it down like this. I'm going to go about this you can tell, even though I'm not feeling so well, how excited I get about empowering people to say no, empowering people to have a voice, empowering people to have boundaries. Like this to me lights me up. So here's the thing. I'm gonna approach this in a very different way than what you may be accustomed to hearing. But when a person is ingrained, I'm talking embedded, like you have been taught all your life since childhood, like you have to make everybody happy. It's your job to be the peacemaker. Or if you don't keep everything calm, there are proper consequences. Now, I'm going back to like people's upbringing, their childhood of like that person who, if they didn't keep peace, if they didn't keep the household feeling safe, that there were dire consequences, such as verbal abuse, things being thrown, physical abuse, chaos in the home. And so for some people, it's not helpful for them when they've come from this background. It's not helpful for someone to just say no, because in their body and their nervous system, the way that they are wired is to say yes, because in saying yes, they have gotten themselves a lot of safety in life. So knowing your why of like, why do I keep saying yes to everyone else? I know that I'm saying no to myself in the process. So, Arica, why do I keep doing this? And I will tell you, my dear, I will tell you. Because if you've been programmed into being a people pleaser, an overgiver, a peacemaker, when you've been programmed to see life this way, inherently you have this belief in your subconscious that says, if I don't make people happy, one, there's that trauma response of I could get hurt. But the other thing is this: if I keep saying yes to everyone, that's how people keep liking me. And sometimes we simplify that in a way of saying, like, if people like me, then they love me. And if I don't have people loving me, or if I don't have people liking me, then people don't love me. And if people don't love me, then I die. Now, this may be like really foreign for some people. For some people, they're like, yeah, Arica, I totally resonate with that. But listen, we're hardwired to be loved. Like you can't go through life and go, I don't need anybody's love. That's just not true. That's a person speaking out of hurt. It's a person speaking out of disappointment, out of someone who's been betrayed. Like only people who have gone through life where life has tainted their experience with love will say that. But wholeheartedly, like if they encountered real love, they would never let it go because it feels so good, because it's so rewarding, it's so rich. It's what makes life feel full. So when you have a hard time saying no to people, it's because in the back of your mind, you're thinking, I'm going to get the love that I need to survive in this world. I'm going to get the acceptance. I'm going to get the appreciation. I'm going to get the validation. And I would rather get those feel good emotions when I can, as opposed to living alone and afraid and disappointed and feeling rejected. You get what I'm saying? I would rather, now we don't say this. I'll use a soft word and then I'll tell you what the real word is. I'd rather compromise for the moment and just give them that yes so that I can get my feel good. And it's almost like a drug. You know how an addict is like, if I just get that next hit, I'll be okay. I'll feel good. But some people are addicted to the next hit of people's approval, of keeping the peace, of being the people pleaser. And so it's much easier to just stay addicted to saying yes to everyone as opposed to standing and being uncomfortable when you have to deliver that no. Is this making sense to you guys? Let me know in the chat if it's making sense to you. I try to read and talk at the same time. So for the person who says, listen, I do it because it feels good. When I say yes and I see people smiling, or I see that they're happy with me, or they want to continue hanging out with me. Thank you for that, Ambassador. Thank you, John. I appreciate that. I'd rather continue having the euphoria of that. Thank you, Yo Williams. I'd rather continue having that euphoria than sit with the disappointment that I'm going to feel when I have to say no and they're not happy with me, because it feels good when people are happy with us. I mean, I love talking about boundaries. I love being strong and being powerful and using my voice, but I still have a hard time if someone's disappointed and something that I can't give them. Yeah, it still doesn't feel good. I'm going to do it anyways, because at the end of the day, they ain't paying my bills. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I sounded like Cardi B there. But you get what I'm saying. At the end of the day, like I'm responsible for me. If shit hits a fan, like I got to make me happy. I got to bring me peace. That's an Arica Angelo job. So I can't give people that much power. But yeah, it still makes me sad, of course. It's still, I don't like get off of like disappointing people. It's still not fun, but I'm going to do me regardless. Like whether people are happy or not, like, all right, it's sad. I hate that you feel that way, but I'm still going to do what I'm going to do. Right. So understanding why people do this. But here's the thing. You know what I just said? I was going to use a soft word of I'll compromise. I'll negotiate in this moment. I'll say the yes because I want the accolades. I want to feel good. I want their approval of me. I want them to keep hanging out with me. I don't want to be alone. But the reality is, when you compromise, let's pivot and let's change that word into betrayal. I betray myself when I keep telling everybody yes, when I really need to give them a hard no. So sometimes, if you're in that position, sometimes we just got to get in the habit of just saying the word no. You know, if this is you and you're watching this video, I would really encourage you to practice, get in front of a mirror, practice saying the word no. Can you take me for ice cream? No. Thomas, you'll appreciate this. Thomas was a part of the beta program where we were testing it out and seeing if this was what people wanted. Thomas, give me your pen. No. If you get the course when it comes out, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Can I borrow your car for the day? No. I love it. Thomas is like, hell no. Do you mind paying for this lunch? No. Ah, Penguin's here. Yay. Thank you, Penguin. Yes, saying this off the bat gives a temporary good feeling. However, when you do you are kicking yourself in the head saying, why did I say yes? So just saying no gives more satisfaction. Ambassador's laughing over the borrow the car. It's true. It's like here's the thing, when you start saying no, you have to here's the thing, human beings, we are still wired for a reward system, right? So right now, the person who's watching this and you struggle with saying no, what we need to do for you is we need to change, we need to make a shift. And that shift needs to be in your perspective and what you regard as a reward. So right now, you are hardwired to making people happy and getting their approval, that is your reward. So you keep saying yes. But let's just play with this. What if we could change that for you? What if we could change your perspective? And instead of looking at the reward as their approval, them wanting to hang out with you more, what if instead, stay with me, pay attention. What if the shift was in your perspective that the reward was that saying no makes you feel actually more powerful? Stay with me because the reward just keeps getting better. And so, as you cultivate feeling powerful and standing up for yourself and feeling like I'm strong, I've got a backbone. People aren't walking all over me anymore. Let's go on. What happens when you become that person? The people who suck you dry, who just take and take and take and take from you and never say thank you, they never appreciate you, or they say they appreciate you, but they keep coming back for more and they don't regard you highly. What if in that, as you become a powerful person, you start attracting different people in your life who aren't users anymore, who respect you, who hold you in high regard because you are a powerful person? What about that? What about shifting your perspective and looking at the reward system and, hey, I get to actually like who I see in the mirror. I actually get to have a backbone. I actually get to feel powerful in relationships. And in doing so, I get to clean house, and all these people who are sucking the life out of me, who aren't giving back to me, I get to remove those people from my life. And then I get to open myself up to people who actually enjoy me, respect me, admire me, learn from me, and appreciate me. What if I start saying no so that I can shift myself and actually admire myself and be happy with myself and be confident in myself that I have finally learned to use my voice and that I've quit going through life trying to make everyone else happy and that I'm finally prioritizing myself, which is self-love, which actually is what brings love into my life, which actually keeps love into my life. Because who wants to stay in a relationship with a person who doesn't love themselves? Who wants to date a person who doesn't value and love themselves? And so, by you learning to say no to people and by saying yes to yourself, this is what self love looks like. This is what caring for yourself looks like. This is what establishes you as a high value man, as a high value woman. But you cannot be a high value man and you cannot be a high value woman when you're not valuing yourself. And you're not valuing yourself when you keep making everybody else in your life a damn priority instead of yourself, instead of the person in the mirror. Let me remind you that you are valuable. And you don't even get to access your value because you're too buried in compromise. You're too buried in making everybody else happy. You're so bombarded with everybody's needs, wants, and desires that you have no clue as to who you are. But if you started saying no one by one by one, you begin to remove the pressure of making everyone happy, and out of the ashes arises you, the phoenix, all by saying the word no. You're like, Erica, are you really serious? Could this really change my life? Could this really change the quality of people that come into my life? Does this really change the love that I will bring into my life? Will this really change my current relationship by learning to say no? Absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely, because people are attracted to people of value. That's why I used to do so many videos talking about like alpha males and high value people, because it's what we're drawn to. When someone really values themselves, we're attracted to that. Why? Because we're hoping they'll teach us how to do the same for us. We're hoping that we will one day see ourselves as valuable and lovable, and as a prize, as a treasure, as someone worth fighting for. But you can't give out what you don't have. And so how do you start getting, what is the practical way to get this? Start saying no. When someone asks you something and in your gut inside it doesn't feel right, you have to say no. You have to start choosing you. When is the best time to start? Now. Now is the best time to start choosing you. You are worth it. So say it with me. No more betraying myself. Let's say it again. No more betraying myself. And one more time. No more betraying myself. Now I want you to say this. I choose me. Say it again. I choose me. Today, say it with me. Today, I choose me. And so is it going to feel uncomfortable when you say no? Absolutely. Why? Because that is an underdeveloped muscle in your system, in your habits. Because you've grown so accustomed to saying yes to everyone. So it's going to feel foreign. That's okay. That's called growth. When you grow, it's going to feel uncomfortable. Listen, anyone who's lived a great life did not build a great life living life comfortably. No, they took risk. They trampled over adversity. They've been through the fire. And they didn't do that by staying comfortable. So yes, you are going to have a challenge doing this. Here's my advice. Do it anyways, because it's time that you choose you. The only way that people are going to respect you, you want people to respect you, you want them to admire you, you're going about it the wrong way by telling them yes all the time, because secretly inside, they don't respect you, and secretly inside, you resent yourself. So let's try a new perspective. Let's build a new shift in how we see reward. And by seeing reward is, I get to choose me. I stop betraying myself. I become stronger in myself by saying no to everyone else. And finally, 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 finally saying yes to myself. So guys, I'm like I said, I can't wait to get this boundaries course out into your hands. This is going to be the game changer for so many of you. It is going to get you the love, the self-respect, the confidence, the peace of mind, the promotion at your work. I'm so excited to get this out to you. Guys, unfortunately, I'm not feeling well, so I'm going to have to jump off. Normally, I would go through each chat and say hello to all of you, but I am definitely fading here. So I really appreciate you guys being here. I will be doing another live next Monday. Once again, no live for this Thursday because we are working tirelessly behind the scenes trying to get these two products, the video training and the big secret. Thomas knows a bit about the secret. So does Penguin. Thank you, Thomas. Thomas said, get some rest. I definitely will. So I am partying too hard again. Oh my gosh. No partying for this girl. No. But I'm so thrilled to get this in your hand. So if you're not a part of my emails, make sure that you get that connection meditation, because that will put you in with my emails and you guys will be the first to get access to this. So I love you all. Remember that you matter. Remember that by betraying yourself, you tell yourself that you are not of value. By saying yes to everyone, you say no to you, you betray you, and then you teach yourself that you don't matter. And then you get mad when the world responds and they treat you accordingly. But remember, you're putting all the rules in place. You're laying out the groundwork of how this world is going to treat you. So here's the secret. Teach them new rules, okay? Teach them a new game. Guys, I love you so much. Thank you so much for being here. It really is a joy to my heart to be able to share with you such a powerful message, such a life-changing message, and such a fun venue such as a YouTube Live. So guys, I love you. Get that connection meditation. And if you're ever in need of coaching, go to my website. I have coaching sessions at the very top, and I would love to be able to support you in building better boundaries. Thank you for that, Penguin. I love you guys. See you on Monday. You take care. Bye, guys.